Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video. I'm working on my Chicago 2022 album. It's a life crafted album, so pretty much all of the layouts are either 3x8 or 4x8. And today I have a double page spread that is 3x8 on both sides. This is from the Shedd Aquarium, and you can see I've got some photos here. This one is actually a little bit of a cheat. It was part of a postcard that I bought. I could not get a good picture on my own of this guy, so I bought the postcard and I figured, okay, I'll cut it down and put it in there. And I didn't realize it's actually not quite 4 inches here, so I will have to back it on something. And I could cut off more of this because there's kind of some dead space. And then with whatever background I pick, maybe I could do some stamping, put an embellishment there or something. So it does give me some options, which is nice. And then I know already I want to use this card. These cards are from Allie Edwards, and I think they were part of the 2020 travel release, if I remember right. And they go in order like this, and I used number 1 towards the very beginning of the album when we were on the train coming to Chicago. And I want to use number 2 for this because visiting the Shedd was one of the top things on my friends list. I had been multiple times before, but she hadn't, and so we were like, okay, yeah, it's been a long time too since even I've been there, so my kids were younger, so let's go and do it. And it was fantastic. We stayed much longer than we anticipated and really took advantage of everything that was to offer. And so I have a ton of photos. I'm not using all of them here. There's no way I could possibly do that, but I love the colors in these, the way they turned out. And then I did want to add this guy. With that said, I also have these, and I bought them, I think, before we even went, when I saw them from Bramble Fox, because I love aquariums. So I thought, okay, well, I'll use them sometime. And then when this trip was planned, great, I can use them. And I like the orange here, so I might try to work that in. They're not quite the same, but I might be able to work in some of that. And then I definitely want to use one of the turtles because I've got this guy, so I want to put it on this card somehow. I'm thinking lower right hand corner, but I do have those. I intend to use them, so that's what I'm starting with today. When I put these both out here and look at them, I think I like this one better, simply because it mimics kind of his position, what he's doing there in the water. So I think I'm going to use that one and save this one. However, this one is bigger. It takes up more space, so I was a little concerned about how much journaling room I would have. However, I have done journaling already about the Shedd on a previous layout, so I don't think I really need to do a ton here. So if I journal around this, I think I'll still have enough space, so I'm going to go for it. I did want to show something quickly. If you buy anything from Bramble Fox, you will see this on the back. It comes with backing. You do need to peel that off to get the smooth surface, and then you can attach it. And I generally use my mono multi-liquid glue, and it works great on paper, photos, whatever you would need to adhere this to. I have the turtle adhered now, and I think my next step probably should be trying to figure out a background for this, and then what I'm going to do with it. Am I going to cut off some? Am I going to leave it? I could just trim the side a little bit, mount it on white, like it's showing through from the photo, and it would be fine. But I almost feel like, could I find maybe a very subtle orange print that maybe has a subtle pattern? Maybe that would bring in some of the color, and then I could find, I don't know, orange washi or an orange embellishment or something else to add in. I'm not sure, but I think I need to do this background before I do anything else. So I went into my orange scraps here to see if I could find something that would be suitable, because I really don't want to have to cut into a brand new piece of paper if I can help it. And I found 2 things. I found this little extra that I had, and then this strip. And I don't remember what this is from, but I like it. And it's just enough with a pattern that I might try to work it in somewhere. I'm just not sure, or even, maybe here. I don't really need the date. I have the date elsewhere. We'll see. But I liked both of these. This is a little bit lighter than what I thought I would pick, but it doesn't look bad. when I put them next to each other, and there's even a little bit of that tone in the back of his shell here, and with the way the water is reflecting here. So I think I'll probably go with this. I am going to slice off maybe half an inch here and use that so that I can put a phrase stamping something at the bottom. I just think that would maybe give it some nice visual interest. I cut down this bit of postcard along with the paper, and I really like that, so I am going to go with that. Not sure what I'm going to do down here, but I'll figure it out. And then I am going to cover up the date. I went back to my previous layout and checked just to make sure I have the date somewhere, and I do. It's actually on the ticket that we got from the Shedd, so I don't need to have that on there twice. So I am going to cover that up and use this instead. All right, now that I have everything glued down, this is dried, and I have this. I have gone and grabbed my green phrases here, my travel phrases, to see if there's anything that I can put here. I like the idea of it being diagonal from this guy, and it would bring in some of that green to this side, which I really don't have. I have a little bit here, but a lot of it here, and then this. So I think I need to work that in somewhere there. In here, I found this one, and I love it because the green is a great match to the turtle for the acrylic that I have, and the fact that the lettering is in the blue. I think that will work well with this, so I'm planning to just overlap it like that. I still will probably stamp something down here, probably offset maybe, just because there's black here, there will be black journaling, and I can bring that in as well. I have decided to use this stamp set, and I'm going to use this long stamp that just repeats the word click, and I'm going to kind of run it along part of the bottom there. I haven't adhered this yet, just in the event that I screw this up when I'm stamping. It'll just be easier to tear things up if I only have this. This is a lot sturdier since it's a postcard than this, which is just paper. So I will stamp that, and hopefully it goes well. I did my stamping and it came out beautifully. Super happy with that. I just stuck this on here and only inked the part that I wanted, and then I did need to mask a little bit. I inked a little too much. This felt wider than it was, I guess. So I just masked it, and then I ended up with 4 of these, which is awesome. So now I can add this, just overlapping a little bit. I could go all the way to the right, or I could do that. I kind of like that, I think. So yeah, I do. So you know what, actually, let's just put it on there now. It's kind of right in the middle of the stamping. Yeah, I think that looks good. All right, I'm going to take off my stamp here, put that away, and then I'm going to put everything in the pockets and decide if I'm really done here. Okay, I have everything in the pockets here, and looking at this, I think it's done. I don't think I need to add anything else, and I really love the color combination that I ended up with. I wasn't sure how that was all going to come together, but I think in the end it worked out well. So this one was pretty easy, pretty fast. It's going to go in the album. So here's another one done for Chicago. Thanks for watching.